You might think waking up 3-4 times a night is just part of getting older. You might tell yourself, it's normal at this age. But what if those restless nights are trying to tell you something far more serious? Here's a hard truth that too many people discover too late. Poor sleep after 70 isn't just about fatigue. It can be an early warning sign of deeper health issues, some of them dangerous, even life-threatening. In fact, doctors and researchers across the U.S. and Europe are now seeing chronic sleep disruptions as one of the earliest predictors of several major age-related diseases. Yet most seniors ignore it. They live with it. They adjust. And by the time a diagnosis comes, they say the same thing. I wish I had known sooner. So if you've been struggling with sleep, and I mean real, deep, uninterrupted sleep, this video might change everything. Because today, we're going to talk about the 5 major health issues that poor sleep after 70 could be pointing to. Not to scare you, but to wake you up, literally, to what your body might be trying to say. But first, where are you watching from today? Let me know in the comments. And if you care about senior health, aging wisely, and protecting your independence, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a message that could help you live stronger, longer, and with clarity. Now, let's dive in. Let's start with one of the most common, but least recognized, cognitive decline. Yes, memory loss. Confusion, even early signs of Alzheimer's, can all begin with changes in sleep. Not after they start. Before. Many neurologists now say that sleep is one of the earliest systems to break down, when the brain begins to age improperly. Take Walter, a 72-year-old retired professor in Colorado. His wife noticed he started waking up several times a night, pacing the hallway. At first, they blamed it on stress, aging, maybe a bit of back pain. But within 2 years, Walter was forgetting appointments. He'd lose track of conversations. By the time he was formally diagnosed with early-stage Alzheimer's, the doctors told them his sleep patterns were the first sign. What was happening inside Walter's brain? The short answer: toxins weren't getting cleared. During deep sleep, the brain uses a system called the glymphatic system, a kind of nighttime cleaning crew, to flush out harmful proteins, like beta-amyloid, which are linked to dementia. But if sleep is shallow or disrupted, this system can't work properly. The toxins build up. And over time, they start damaging memory, decision-making, and personality. So if your sleep has become light, broken, or irregular, and especially if you've noticed changes in focus or forgetfulness, it's not something to shrug off. It could be your brain calling for help. And that's not the only system affected. Poor sleep after 70 is also a red flag for cardiovascular problems. You may not feel it while you're lying still in bed, but sleep is when your heart and blood vessels do some of their most important work. During deep sleep, your blood pressure drops, your heart rate stabilizes, and your blood vessels relax. It's not just rest, it's repair. But when your sleep is constantly interrupted by bathroom trips, restlessness, breathing problems, or just waking for no reason, your heart stays on alert. It doesn't get that full recovery. Over time, this leads to a dangerous pattern. Higher nighttime blood pressure, increased risk of strokes, and more strain on the heart. In a major study published in Hypertension, researchers tracked older adults with insomnia or fragmented sleep. They found that those individuals had a 43% higher risk of developing hypertension and a 38% higher risk of heart attack over the next 5 years. Now think about it. Have you felt more shortness of breath during the day? Lightheaded when standing? Is your pulse faster than it used to be? If those things are happening alongside poor sleep, it's worth taking seriously. Because your body is giving you messages long before a medical event strikes. And if your doctor only asks how long you sleep, tell them how well you sleep. Because quality, not just quantity, is what matters most after 70. Now, let's talk about one condition that often goes unnoticed in older adults until it causes real harm. Type 2 diabetes. Yes, sleep and blood sugar are more connected than most people realize. When you sleep poorly, your body produces more cortisol. That's a stress hormone. And cortisol interferes with insulin, the hormone that regulates your blood sugar. That means even if you don't eat much sugar, or even if your weight is healthy, poor sleep alone can push your body into insulin resistance. And it happens faster in seniors. Carol, a 74-year-old from rural England, had stable health for years. But after 6 months of nightly wake-ups, she blamed her bladder, the dog, everything but her body. She started feeling shaky in the mornings, craving sweets, gaining weight. A routine checkup revealed something unexpected. Her blood sugar had crept into the diabetic range. All because her sleep was broken. If you've been tired all day, craving sugar more than usual, or noticing weight gain even without changing your diet, it could be your sleep silently raising your blood sugar. These are just 3 of the major red flags we'll cover today. And we still have more to talk about. The link between sleep disruption and chronic inflammation. How frequent wake-ups may signal a breathing disorder like sleep apnea. And why poor sleep may weaken your immune system, leading to more colds, slower healing, and higher cancer risk. You don't want to miss the next part. But for now, I want to hear from you. What's been your experience with sleep after 70? Have you noticed changes in your energy, memory, or health that seem connected? Leave a comment below, and let us know where in the world you're watching from. And if this part of the video opened your eyes to something you hadn't considered, please like it, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Because poor sleep in seniors isn't just about being tired. Sometimes, it's the first whisper of something much bigger. Let's keep uncovering the truth, together. Let's keep going, because the signs your body gives you after 70 are often subtle, quiet, and easy to brush off. But when sleep starts to fall apart, it's rarely random. Now let's talk about the next hidden danger. Chronic inflammation. You've probably heard the term before. Doctors often mention it in connection to arthritis, heart disease, even cancer. But here's something most people don't know. Poor sleep is one of the fastest ways to trigger inflammation in the body. You see, when your body doesn't get the full 7 to 8 hours of deep, uninterrupted rest, it treats that like a threat. It sounds the internal alarm bells, your stress response kicks in, and your body releases chemicals, like interleukin-6 and C-reactive protein. These are inflammation markers. And they start circulating, damaging healthy cells, blood vessels, joints, and even brain tissue. Dr. Elisa Martin, a geriatric immunologist in Toronto, explains it this way. Sleep isn't just passive recovery. It's when your immune system shuts off the fire hose. Without good sleep, that inflammation stays active. And over time, it starts burning through the body's healthiest systems. And for seniors, that inflammation has real consequences. Joint pain that doesn't go away. Digestive issues like bloating, gas, or acid reflux. Brain fog and mental fatigue. And even increased risk of autoimmune flare-ups. Tom, 78, from Glasgow, used to think his swollen knees and hand stiffness were just arthritis acting up. But when his daughter noticed he was only sleeping in 2-hour chunks and snoring loudly, she encouraged him to get tested. The result? Severe sleep apnea. Once it was treated, not only did he start sleeping through the night, but his pain reduced. Less inflammation. More energy. Fewer medications. Which brings us to something even more dangerous, and even more overlooked. Sleep apnea. The silent sleep killer in older adults. If you're waking up gasping for air, choking, or your spouse says you snore heavily with pauses, that could be sleep apnea. And after 70, the risk shoots up. Why? Because as we age, the muscles in our throat and upper airway naturally weaken. The tongue may relax backward during sleep. The result? Blocked airflow, even for a few seconds, over and over again during the night. But here's what most people don't realize. You don't have to remember waking up for it to be dangerous. Some people with sleep apnea wake up 30-60 times per hour, and have no memory of it. But their body remembers. Their heart remembers. Their brain remembers. Every oxygen drop stresses the cardiovascular system. Every gasp spikes blood pressure. And over time, this contributes to heart arrhythmias, stroke risk, type 2 diabetes, and yes, early cognitive decline. What's more, sleep apnea in seniors often looks different than in younger people. Instead of loud snoring and gasping, older adults may just have frequent urination at night, morning headaches, excessive daytime fatigue, difficulty focusing, waking up with dry mouth or sore throat. That's what happened to Margaret, 81, from Denver. She never thought she had apnea. She didn't snore. But she was constantly exhausted, even after 9 hours in bed. Her doctor ordered a sleep study. And it turned out, she had severe obstructive sleep apnea. With treatment, her memory improved. Her blood pressure stabilized. And most importantly, she stopped feeling like she was aging twice as fast. So if your sleep feels broken, and nothing you do seems to fix it, this may be the cause. Talk to your doctor about a sleep test. It's painless, non-invasive, and it could save your brain, your heart, and your future. Now let's talk about something equally crucial, your immune system. After 70, the immune system naturally becomes less responsive. That's why seniors are more prone to flu, pneumonia, shingles, and slow wound healing. But here's the catch. Poor sleep makes this decline happen faster. During sleep, especially the deeper stages, your body produces infection-fighting cells called cytokines. These are what help your immune system detect and destroy viruses, bacteria, and abnormal cells, including cancer cells. Without enough sleep, cytokine production drops. Your immune surveillance weakens. And small infections become big ones. In a groundbreaking study at the University of California, scientists found that adults over 65 who slept fewer than 6 hours a night were nearly 4 times more likely to get sick when exposed to a virus compared to those who slept 7 hours or more. Think about that. A cold that would have passed in 2 days becomes bronchitis. A small cut on the leg becomes infected. A simple flu turns into a hospital stay. That's the reality for millions of older adults who don't know that broken sleep is lowering their defenses. And let's not forget, sleep also affects vaccination response. Yes, even your flu shot and COVID boosters become less effective if you're chronically sleep deprived. Why? Because your immune system can't create strong antibodies when it's tired. So when you don't sleep well, you're not just tired. You're exposed, vulnerable, unprotected. But the good news is, you can turn it around. Start by listening to your nights. Are you falling asleep quickly, but waking too often? Are you lying awake for hours, your mind racing? Are you waking up too early, 3 or 4 a.m., unable to return to sleep? Each of these points to a different imbalance in the body, and they each deserve attention. It's not about chasing perfection. It's about noticing patterns. And having the courage to say, "This doesn't feel right, and I want to fix it." Because when you take sleep seriously, everything else gets better. More energy, sharper mind, fewer doctor visits, and most of all, a feeling that life isn't just happening to you, you're living it again. So, what part of this spoke to you? Are you seeing signs of inflammation? Do you suspect sleep apnea? Have you gotten sick more often lately? Leave a comment and share your thoughts, and where in the world you're watching from. If this video helped you connect the dots, give it a like and subscribe. It helps us reach more people just like you, with elderly wisdom, reflections, and science that can truly change lives after 70. In the final part, we'll pull everything together: how to take these warnings seriously, what to ask your doctor, and the simple steps to rebuild strong, healing sleep at any age. Because it's not too late. Not for your body. Not for your mind. And not for you. Now that you understand how poor sleep after 70 isn't just a nuisance, but a powerful warning sign of deeper health issues, it's time to talk about what you can do with that knowledge. Because the truth is, you're not powerless. You don't have to wait until things get worse. And you don't need to accept exhaustion, brain fog, or restless nights as your new normal. If your sleep has become broken, if you're waking up feeling older than your years, that's not a verdict. That's an invitation to listen, to adjust, and to protect the years ahead. Let's go step by step and bring everything we've learned into action. Step 1. Track your sleep like your life depends on it, because it might. You don't need fancy gadgets or apps. Just a small notebook by your bed will do. Every morning, jot down 3 simple things. First, what time did you go to sleep? Second, how many times did you wake up? Third, how did you feel in the morning, refreshed, tired, foggy? After a week, look for patterns. Are you waking up at the same time each night? Always feeling groggy after certain foods? Does your energy dip every afternoon? This tiny habit gives you something critical. Clarity. It's the kind of data your doctor needs to spot deeper problems, like sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, nighttime blood pressure issues, or blood sugar imbalances. And most importantly, it helps you stop guessing and start understanding your own rhythm again. Step 2. Have the conversation your doctor might not start. Most primary care visits last under 15 minutes. And unless you bring up sleep, many doctors won't ask. So don't wait for the question. Say it clearly. I'm not sleeping well. I wake up often. I feel tired even after sleeping. Then ask, could this be affecting my heart, brain, or immune system? Should I get a sleep study to rule out sleep apnea? Can we check my inflammatory markers or blood sugar? These questions aren't dramatic. They're smart. They show that you're not just looking for a pill, you're taking ownership of your health. And if your doctor brushes it off, find another. You deserve to be heard. Especially now. Step 3. Start rebuilding your night during the day. We said this before, but it's worth repeating. Sleep starts in the morning. Get outside within 30 minutes of waking. Natural light resets your circadian clock. Eat a balanced breakfast. Don't let blood sugar drop too low. Stay active. Even a short walk or light housework keeps your body alert, which helps sleep arrive later with ease. Limit caffeine to the morning hours. After lunch, switch to herbal tea or water. And please, don't nap too long. A short nap is okay. But more than 30 minutes, or napping too late, can sabotage your night. The way you treat your energy in the day decides how your body rests at night. Step 4. Craft your wind-down ritual, and protect it like medicine. You wouldn't expect a car to stop on the highway with the engine revving. And yet, we often go from full-on stimulation, TV, news, phone screens, straight to bed, expecting peace. That's not how the body works. Especially not after 70, when your nervous system needs more cues to shut down. 1 hour before bed, start your ritual. Dim the lights. Turn off all screens. Stretch your body gently. Write down any thoughts swirling in your head. Read something calming, or simply sit in silence. Drink something warm, without sugar or caffeine. Focus on slowing down your breath. This isn't just nice. It's necessary. It tells your body, the day is over. You're safe now. Let go. And the more consistent you are, the faster your body will learn the pattern. Soon, you won't even need to try to fall asleep. Your brain will know exactly what to do. Step 5. Believe that healing is still possible. Here's what I've learned from working with thousands of older adults, from 60 to 90 and beyond: it's never too late. One woman in Nebraska rebuilt her sleep at 84, after 2 decades of insomnia. A widower in Germany discovered sleep apnea at 79, treated it, and said, "I feel like I've come back to life." A couple in New Zealand simply walked at 8 a.m. and turned off the TV at 8 p.m., and for the first time in years, they slept through the night. These aren't miracles. They're intentional changes. And they work. You may not control how old you are. But you absolutely control how you care for your body, today, tonight, and tomorrow. Let me leave you with this. When sleep starts to break down, it's not just your body complaining. It's your body warning you. Warning you to slow down. Warning you to protect yourself. Warning you that there may be something deeper going on, something you can still get ahead of. So don't ignore the whisper. Listen to it. Because sleep isn't just about rest. It's about restoration. It's about memory. It's about healing. It's about waking up feeling like you again. And that is always worth fighting for. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What change are you going to make tonight? Have you already noticed a connection between your sleep and your health? Leave a comment and tell us where you're watching from. Your story might help someone else see their own. And if this video helped you, if it opened your eyes to something deeper, please like it, subscribe, and share it with a loved one. Because after 70, the greatest gift you can give yourself is awareness. And the second greatest is rest. Here's to fewer wake-ups, clearer mornings, and the peaceful, powerful life you still deserve. Good night, and be well.